For 23 years as a pilot's wife, I have seen passengers struggle through airports with suitcases and bags they cannot carry. If you only fly once a year, you may feel overwhelmed, but you're so excited to get started, but you just do not know where to start when it comes to packing a suitcase. Today, I'm showing you the Triple S bottom up system that I use to stay organized, avoid overpacking, and keep everything in a single suitcase stress-free. Step one is the foundation. Women do not want to be stressed before their vacation starts, but the foundation is where it starts. The foundation of what we are building today will give you a perfectly organized suitcase so you can stop worrying about your gear and start looking forward to your trip. So, number one, for the foundation, we start with eliminating the uneven ground in your suitcase. We're going to fill the valleys in the side of your suitcase with the retractable luggage handle. We are going to fill in the gaps or the valleys between those handles first. You can have a sandwich baggie or just toss some of your blocks and cords into those valleys and just organize it that way. You can use a pair of your pajama shorts and fill it in with that shape. Sometimes I use a pouch that matches that shape. Another way that I have filled the valleys is I have packed my belt around the perimeter of this side of my suitcase instead of rolling it up in a bulky form. You could also pack your baggie of magnets for a cruise vacation against one of the walls or into the corners. You're filling those gaps, eliminating uneven ground. So now we have to create a flat floor level. For those of you with a traditional suitcase, do not be stressed. These packing tips are going to help you pack for vacation too. The goal is you want to create a completely flat bottom floor or first floor, and then a second floor, and then a third floor. But specifically for this foundation or first floor, you want it to be uneven. You want it to be even. You want the floor or the level to be even so that there are no big wrinkles from the bars of the suitcase handle. Now we have maximized every square inch of the first floor by filling in the spaces between the handles, and we packed into the corners. Now we're going to match that open space for the next level with pouches or a pajama shirt to continue making it one flat floor. If you do want to shop any of the links that you may need during this video, there are 3 ways that YouTube allows me to give those to you. Number one is the YouTube shopping link with the items that the companies that allow us to let their items pop up, like Amazon won't let us pop their stuff up in the bottom corner. There's also links in the sentence that starts right below this video. Just look for the words ... more or ... read more, and that opens up a paragraph with all the links. And then you also have my affiliate storefronts like Amazon and Shop My, if that helps. Step 3 is the heavy side, clothing with compression, and I have options for you. I call it the left side logic. So you're going to dedicate the left full half side to only your travel wardrobe. For those of you who have a flap type suitcase, figure out what section you want just your clothes to be packed in. And it can be around the edges, or it might be in the middle or the core of that suitcase or near the wheels. Most travelers pack in 3 ways. You can group your outfit pieces according to the tops that go with a certain color pants, or put all of your bottoms in one compression cube. I forgot to mention that I added these exercise shorts to my list. You will figure it out which way to organize or group your clothing makes sense to you. My favorite method, as you can tell, is to fold, just because it's faster for me. So that's less stress, in my opinion, for me. The stress is choosing the outfits. Look how much room is still in there. And I have a pair of pants, 2 shirts. Let's see if I can fit the 2 other shirts down in there. The trick with compression cubes is do not overstuff it. because it needs some air in there to be able to really compress and do its job. If you are traveling on another airline that cares about the weight of your bag, then be careful using compression cubes because it does allow you to pack more in. The second way that you can pack is using this extra vacuum compression cube with this little bitty motor that's like 3 inches long. I bought this immediately after I saw my friend use it in Greece. I used it to pack all of my clothes for a Christmas market trip to Zurich. It compresses the air out between your clothes like a military meal packet. There is zero air in there. Try this if using your pants. You're going to lay your pants out, but you're going to put your tops down at the bottom near the legs of your pants, and you're going to just start rolling. It helps if you pull it out to release or to not make as many wrinkles. And you can roll it like that and just put that in your suitcase. This is what I still do after packing and carry-on luggage for 23.9 years is I rearrange my cubes. I have a brand new suitcase that I have tried, but it's a different type of packing. And so I really had to rearrange those cubes because sometimes you can fit something in between. Like let's say this shoe fits in between, but it's poking up. If you just change the direction of the cube or something that you have packed, it makes a world of difference to help level out each floor. Even if you fold or roll and do not use cubes at all, just use the floor method. You're going to be stacking on level ground every time, and that will help. New in 2026 is the squish layer. So there might be something like a sweater or a rain jacket that you are going to use as the top part, that when you close your luggage like a book, it will compress because it can smush. You want something that's really smushable, like your pajama shorts even. One trip, I packed my flip-flops or my sandals, my pool shoes, and my shorts that I was gonna wear when we landed in the Bahamas and change into those in the airport. The next few steps are going to help you pack lighter, smarter, and be more organized than ever. So now we start with a 3-pair total rule. You're only traveling with 3 pairs of shoes. You wear your bulkiest, heaviest shoes in the airplane with that travel outfit. Maybe it's boots or sneakers. That one action on your part is going to save massive amounts of space in your luggage when it's time to pack. I know what you're thinking. Only 2 pairs of shoes in my suitcase for this long of a trip. Trust me, after 23 years of packing too many shoes, it can be done. If you do not want to and you're going to check a bag, then just skip that little tip. My workaround is to pack 1 pair of shoes that is water resistant or waterproof depending on where you are traveling to. Here is the strategy with 3 tips. Number 1, your anchor color. First, you're going to choose one color blend, black and white, or blues and a blending like oatmeal color, okay? Now pick up those 2 pairs of shoes that you're going to pack and lay them against each top with the pants they're going with. If both of those shoes match with all of your pants and all of those tops on your bed, then keep them. You're golden. And here's where the overpacking viewer can pivot. You're going to take out that shirt or bottom piece that can only be worn with one particular article of clothing. Do not miss this tip. You'll see by the clothes that I have here, my blue and red and white striped shirt, sweater top, really only goes with these blue pants, and it will go with my blue denim. One thing I do in my mind to eliminate part of this strategy is I say, well, can I swap out these pair of pants and just wear a cropped pair of denim capris? That pair of denim is going to go with everything. Or can I swap those pants out and use like a khaki color or a gray color? That would go with all of these color schemes. So that's just part of your strategy. I really want to take this top, so I'm going to keep it. And now I can take out these pairs of pants are so cute. Now I have these blue denim capris or cropped pants. And now I have room to wear my joggers in the airplane. And my joggers can be worn with several t-shirts. So I'm not adding bulk to my carry-on luggage because this is what I'm going to wear. Or I could wear these on the airplane, or I could wear these on the airplane, depending on your style. Part two of this strategy is to cover the extremes. What if it's raining? What if I need to be more active during that excursion? We're packing for the opposites. One pair is going to be your activity shoe. So that would be either of these, but this is a leather shoe that I have worn in rain, and it is water repellent or water resistant. I don't know what it is, but I could walk for hours in this activity shoe. Just choose one of them. If it's super hot, I can walk for hours in a comfortable, supportive pair of sandals as well. But my second pair of shoe is going to be my transition. What is the dressier version that I could wear if I want to go into a really cute boutique cafe or restaurant? And I could have these sandals or a little pair of heels. Between these and your sneakers, you're going to be fine. This is a pair of sneakers that's a little more athletic if I am going to be really active or if I want to look a little sporty chic with those outfits. These can be worn with a dress, these can be worn with cropped pants or a dress, and they all can be worn with shorts. Now we've covered 100% of our itinerary. Number 3 is the 3-day rule. Never, ever, and I mean never, pack a new pair of shoes that you have not worn for 3 days before taking them on vacation, or else you will be prone to blisters and it could ruin your trip. Remember that your suitcase is for the life you're going to be living while you're on vacation, not the what if scenarios that are in your head. 2 pairs is plenty, I promise. Now we're going to pack the other 2 pairs of shoes, okay? And this is where this side is really being used smartly. If you've made it this far, you are already going to be so much less stressed because you stressed less by doing this ahead of time or thinking it through ahead of time. So from my 3 pairs of shoes, I'm wearing these with my travel outfit. They're sporty chic. I love them. So those are out. Now I have these 2 pairs of shoes, and I can, number 1, pack around the walls, and number 2, remember the main tip for shoes is they do not have to be packed together. So I know this is going to drive so many of you crazy, but I'm not going to use a shoe bag for this experiment or this demonstration of how to pack a suitcase. You can use the walls of your suitcase and separate them like that. You can also, what I have done before is I've moved one of them into the corners of the suitcase, or you can lay it flat, but there's still that gap right there that something that can be packed in. But here's another thing that I did this year is you turn this upside down against the bars of your suitcase because that top part can smush and decompress. Okay, so if I have a shoe packed like this in a shoe bag, it can go down for me to be able to fit something else on top, maybe the rain jacket or another cube. So that is an option for you. Like, look how low they are. And then I would fit the sandals. You can fit them upside down like that in a little bag, or you can separate them. Besides shoe bags, you can also use little shower caps from the dollar store or even gallon bags. If you use the wall strategy for packing your shoes, you have now left that center and the corners open to fill with little pouches of toiletries, your liquids bag maybe, and little bitty travel essentials. Part 4 of packing your suitcase is the versatile wardrobe formula. I touched on it a bit. To avoid overpacking, you're going to have 3 tops that go with 1 pair of pants, okay? Color coordination helps. Stick to 1 color blending palette. Every shirt is interchangeable, re-wearable. You can wash it easily because it is thin enough to quick dry. If you plan with that strategy, you are eliminating the just in case clothes that make many of us overpack. What I do to pick my travel outfits is I will drape my pants over the edge of my bed and then pull out all of the tops that I really want to wear based on my excursions. And then I see what can I wear for my airplane outfit. And that airplane outfit is like another piece of luggage because of all that you can wear into the airplane. So plan that outfit strategically. Now, what shirt am I going to wear in the airplane? I'm going to pull out one of my shirts that I can wear in the airplane, and then I'm going to look at my outer pieces that I can pull out and wear in the airplane. So I have these outer pieces. These are lightweight but effective outerwear pieces that will blend if I need them to. So for the airplane, I will have this as my top layer. And this will be my extra, like a lot of cruise vacations, people just take one little outer layer cardigan that goes with everything if they need it. In the summer, in the winter, it depends on when you're going. So this is staying in the pack pile. Part of my strategy has been taking out things that I could wear in the airplane or swapping out that would serve me better on my vacations so I pack less. Part number 5 is the TSA liquid transition hack. Easy access is how I started. In airport security, you're going to be nervous. You might make a mistake. Your liquids bag is going to be easily accessible in your personal item bag. Your shoes stay on. No electronics come out unless they are larger than a phone. Okay, no cords have to be taken out. Now we have the post TSA swap, and this is the travel hack. Once you have walked through the airport, you've done your people watching, gotten your coffee maybe, go to a gate and shake really hard your suitcase downward to make gravity work with you to settle and jostle your clothes down a little bit. And now open it up on the airport floor, and you have space now at the top of your luggage to pack your liquids bag, which then opens up that liquids bag space in your personal item bag for your crossbody bag purse. And that is a post TSA swap. I have a checklist for you before I share the lost bag packing tip. It'll be below this video in the sentence that says read more or more. Part number 6 is the lost bag contingency, like what if? And that is my Pilot Wife pro tip. This book shape packing cube has your emergency outfit in case the airline loses your luggage if you check the bag. And you're going to pull that out of your personal item bag mid-flight and use it as lumbar support. You can also use it to raise the tray table so that you can lean your head on it a little bit to sleep, maybe. One more thing I would add to this contingency plan is part of my 24-hour kit. I need my medicine, all essential medicine I need in my personal item bag. If you're flying overseas, they don't run out of overhead bin space. But if you're flying domestically, they run out of overhead bin space and they have to check your bag last minute for free. But then if they lose your luggage, then you're without your essential medicine. So always keep medicine in your personal item bag. But one tip that I figured out last year for an all-night flight across the pond is I had my little pill organizer day that I had pulled out for one day. And in it, I had my nighttime medicine that I was supposed to take at night while we were flying across the ocean. And then I had mine that I needed to take that next morning. So I wouldn't have to get into my bag to find my medicine pills for that time of day. And then the rest of your medicine is in your personal item bag. I have a fantastic video about medicine supplements and liquid medicine and prescription rules for getting through the TSA line that I will link in the little iCards up here for you. Now that you have everything in your suitcase, you're going to have digital proof. If your airline loses your luggage, you have proof of what items were in your suitcase so that you can tell them how much they owe you. My tip is do not buy third party. Go straight to the airline for your tickets. And one easy thing you can do is take a scrap piece of fabric from an old t-shirt that your husband has hanging on the wall hook in the garage. 20 years later, just take off a little scrap and tie it on your luggage handle, or put a little strip of bright pink painter's tape on all four sides of your luggage. But take a picture of the exterior of your luggage as well. One thing I do like about this suitcase by Quince is that it has these extra compression little clips, which actually helps. If you're an overpacker, it replaces the need to sit down on your luggage to make it close. I hope I've taken out some of the stress that you have felt before packing for your vacation. It's going to be great. You're going to learn stuff and just enjoy your vacation before it even starts.